Very greetings, thank you for joining us. That's broadcast. It's about complete insanity. Greetings. All right, so this is Astral War, Insect, Mind Manipulators, 3D Shaman. We'll see where that goes. Or 5D, 3D, 5D. Shaman Project Montauk channeling again. Different perspectives. See where else that goes. Felt like it was another energy to tap into. Is insect. Basically, I mean, I was going to put parasite in the title, but I don't want to do that. But I mean, it's pretty much like parasitic energies that are here. Obviously, mind manipulators, parasitic beings, and even in the spirit world, at least blocking the spirit world for us to connect to it. So if you, I mean, we blame everything on the reptilians and grays, but what about parasitic beings, which you don't hear about very often? Of course, you call it the archons, but I don't think it's fully all archon. It's just parasite beings from everywhere. So it's a little bit of everything that's manipulating humanity. Obviously, it goes into the mind, and so we're here to, it's like why does the spirit world allow certain things to happen if it's so positive? Obviously, we have to go through our lessons, but still, there's things there they're not giving us a clear indication of. So, I believe the more you connect to, like, this is a bunch of bug beings manipulating humanity, bugs from space that are just completely psychotic. I mean, they're designed to manipulate whatever it connects to, just like a termites are to eat through wood. So they're just doing what they're designed to do. So I've gotten visions here and there of what they look like. I mean, they can be humanoid with just like a bug-like head. So however you want to look at that, it's up to some of this stuff might be a little bit heavy. Or, you talk about reptilians all day, but insect beings manipulating the mind. It's not, I mean, I've talked about that before, but seem to be going more into that realm recently as we go into more of an awakening state. 'Cause I don't want to dive too much into this subject matter, but, it is what's manipulating this planet overall, what I believe is, at least. It's not just reptilians, there are parasite beings. I mean, even some channelers channel. I mean, or some channelers. I only know one for some. Definitely channels parasitic beings every now and then, and is very popular. I mean, whatever they keep it. They keep it quiet. I've heard it from the grapevine of like you'd be channeling like a demonic being would just come out of nowhere. And you're trying to connect to something positive, and something demonic comes through. It's like, basically the parasite channel. And this guy's popular too. So that's the thing about some of these cults, channeling cults or cults in general. What we can do about channel, like an alien channeling cult, for example. What I've been picking up is they have abducted people on other planets before, like this group. They abduct them, they mind control them, and either they get discovered or get destroyed or whatever. They kind of regroup again, like they do here, and they start again. So those people that they abducted and mind controlled other lifetimes remember them. Oh, but you brought me so much happiness and whatever hell it is. So they get drawn to it. So that's one way of looking at how that works. And you go through religion, you go look at any other way. It's like, wonder why people are so pulled into religion. Well, if it's messing with people's minds and other realities, other places, other worlds, yeah, just putting it out there. So, well, if you want to awaken the planet or heal the planet, you're gonna have to know where you're healing to begin with. So let's put it that way. Oops, wrong button. Gee, I wonder why I hit that. It probably want to turn me off. I wonder why. Okay. All right, so then Montauk.com. I have private sessions here. Yeah, off. That's what you're saying. Yeah, the shop here. I guess they're interfering now. That didn't take long. I'm on the 24th, I believe, 24th, 25th of February. Same situation here. We have webinar sign up, webinar tomorrow, social network, a rabbit, behind the scenes, and we have the get together this weekend. I just made a video about it because I wanted to, just to put it out there for the sake of doing it. For anyone that's interested in it. And then yeah, so for parasite energies, so this is the movie Alien. So and there is black goo in the movie itself too, at least in the one of the newer ones. Yeah, I have to do something on black goo. Black goo seems to be coming up every now and then. I haven't even gone into. So Parasite beings, so it's a Parasite movie basically. If you make a Parasite movie, probably all Hollywood would love to fund that. Same situation here with Stranger Things. Another Parasite subject matter, creatures, and also I feel like some of this obvious, even when they're doing like normal stuff, it's still mind control connected to, because it feels like it's mind control there. So it's funny how it's like the whole show is mind control, basically. It's funny, it's a movie about mind control, but yeah, everything's mind control. So it just something about the energy of nothing feels right about it. Yeah, it's just, anyway. And of course, you have Men in Black, which are disclosing themselves. And what alien do they fight? It's a bug. Out of all the things you can be fighting, you're fighting a bug. So that's a little bit weird. So anyway, they're not reptilians, they're bugs. So, I don't know, just putting it out there. Once you root out the problem, usually you can find the source to heal it. That's the reason I'm bringing this all up. So, when you think about it, nobody really talk. David Icke talks about mind parasites, but there's only so much you can dive into that. It's not like you can. There is a statue of a parasite somewhere, like in archaeology, you can find dragons and reptilian figures everywhere. How many parasites can you find? I don't know, I haven't looked, but probably not many. Of course, was it Cambodia and places like that? They have a lot of insect and any kind of jungle. Okay, all right. Of course, you can say the modern corporation's a parasite, or look at our modern government. Yeah, if you want to see the modern day parasite, look at our modern day government. We just see Biden doing what he does best. Yeah, there's I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like the presidency. Something's like people are looking for the next event. I feel like the presidency. I don't know what's going to happen there, or they're just going to just keep pissing people off and getting away with it, and the media doesn't care. So I don't know. I don't know where this is all going. It's not very clear at this time. So, all right, we're going to tap into the Astral War and insect manipulators. What's it? 5D shaman energy for healing process. We'll see where that goes. And Project Montauk once again. Okay, our blessings. Yeah, maybe too close for comfort, huh? I feel Martian energies with all this too, so yeah, surprise there. Just have to roll with it. That's all we can do. But just keep pulling back the layers. So, right, blessings. Greetings to you. We are the astral consciousness. Your astral wars. Yes, there's different points of view of that. There is, you can be sitting at a table with your family and not agreeing with any of them. And that could be a war. Seriously. Or you see your grandmother didn't go along with, or family member of some kind in some kind of scenario in your dream reality. So if you feel a discomfort, you see a family member, because family is so close, they're known to assassinate you in astral. Some are. Some are very friendly. Not all are. As you know, family members aren't always the most friendly. And some that can be, yes, your modern day assassins. Seriously. I mean, doesn't mean they're trying to do that physically here, but astral, it's another story. That's one method of it. There's several different types. The other is like World War III is still going, or World War III is going on, like with combat. But you can have alien beings here. Yes, one movie I believe was left out of your was just District 9. Insect beings too. So there are insect realities that are very positive. The butterfly is a good example of that. But others get combat energies and become stingers, like hornets. Now, not all hornets are bad, but some can be, or parasitic insects can be. Yeah, Starship Troopers. Yes, a lot of things are not mentioned, but to give you an idea, yes, the insect beings. There are some insect beings that became more warlike over time, and yes, they're not talked about for various reasons. I mean, even if you have a animal at home, a cat or a dog, fleas, hello, so and so forth. A malaria. You can get malaria and astral actually. Well, you can get astral diseases. Doesn't mean it's going to come into the physical, but while you feel ill in this reality, you could have got an astral disease, or some of it's coming in this reality where you feel just out of it. So, so World War, yeah. So in astral, I don't believe, at least in some of your secret space knowledge, I don't believe insects are brought up very often. Usually they're hidden. Here's a bunch of reptilians, insect beings, nowhere to be seen. So Starship Troopers is an idea. That's a movie, an astral war, a secret space program war, for example, in another dimension, of course. So, so think of like astral wars. There's a moment, a fight, a war like a war is what you would visualize as a World War III. Basically, more advanced technologies, even possibly robots. Not necessarily insect beings there, but an astral war can be just very high tech. For some of you, it depends on how you want to fight this war. How you want to go about it. Do you want to be at a dinner table with somebody with a relationship that can't stand you, or does stand you, is there to poison you, and you try not to get poisoned? Or would you rather be in combat? There's just different ways of looking at that. Yeah, the astral war is done on different levels. I mean, you can be an artist in astral, and that's your war, basically, to accomplish what you're there to accomplish. I know some of you is like, what are you talking about? But astral has a different reality. It's just another version of you living a different existence. So, I mean, even these NSA building, the NSA here in government buildings, think of like all insect beings running it and hidden. But our reality is, what that does exist. Yes, where your coworker is an insect being. That doesn't always mean bad, but some of them can be. They're good at hacking using their minds. So mental parasitic beings, yeah, they're more advanced. So people aren't, yeah, insects don't get enough. They don't want to be known. There's many reasons why they're not mentioned very often, but they are played a big role in why the third dimension even exists. They keep people in the third dimension. The various ways of doing it. I can't go into detail. Well, it's not important at this moment. Why don't you use your imaginations for that one? It's complicated. It's just like they're using a mental voodoo on society, a very strong one, as you can see. So the truth can be very difficult for souls to realize, especially you have insect beings. You already heard about reptilians, but insect beings that truly do not like humans, like they're more advanced than humans. A higher, I mean, who's controlling this planet? Is it insect beings or is it humans? I mean, is it parasitic beings? I mean, the answers aren't very clear, are they? So getting those answers is very difficult. You don't wonder why. So it's an assortment of beings, not just insect beings, parasitic beings, but there's several reptilian beings, greys, even negative Palladians. They're all kind of in a mix of manipulating society. Like they all work together. Doesn't mean they all get along with each other, but it doesn't matter. It's to keep humanity shut down in third dimension in various different ways. Your news organizations obviously are built to just keep the third dimension going, basically. Doesn't matter what they're saying. Well, it does, but as long as it's rhetoric, it keeps the third dimension. It's like a wheel of the third dimension. The government obviously is not really, it's a hijacked entity. That's a perfect place for possession. If you haven't noticed at all. Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, they don't believe in ghosts. Most of them don't, so they're the easy target. When you start believing in these things, become aware of it, obviously you get out of the infestation. You get away from the hive, which is government entities. So your fourth dimensional awakening, yes, can be very difficult to accept. So mind control. A lot of insect beings taught humans how to mind control out in what you call the universe. And other early adapters. Now you can say from other universes, humans that taught insects. You can go on and on with that one. But for overall, the insect being, it's just it's like you take a human, you take an insect being, you plug them both into mental manipulation, you allow the insect to manipulate the human, you got yourself a programmed human. So we'll let you go about how you feel about these things. Some of you have already seen astral attachments. You even those of you who do Reiki, so attachments, those are parasitic beings. Yes, there are lower astral beings of demonic energies, but a lot of them are parasite vibrations, astral parasites. They're very sophisticated, as you can see. So you can say the insect is a more advanced being in the universe. You're living it. It's hard to see the future, Isn't it? It's hard to see anything because they block things out. But as you understand their reality, this is why this is being brought up. You believe it or not, that's up to you. But for those of you that want a awakening, that's up to you to discover your own awakening. Are these beings real? Boy, are they? They don't like showing themselves, no. But they feel like they're dictators of the planet. Of course, there are carrying races that are here, bird beings. But who gets into the bird beings' energies, get into their minds? Insect beings. Now, is there someone controlling insect beings to do these things? That is a possibility, yes. There's just different levels of manipulation on it. Well, those of you that have plants, and animals. What is your biggest problem? Insects. If you have a farm, what's the biggest problem? Insects. Shall we go on more? What do you think is going on in Astral? So it gives you more of an understanding of it. So it's like you become your own, I wouldn't call it pesticide, but you're doing your own querying. The more you understand what these beings are doing, the less likely them to do what they are doing. That's shutting you down. So you're shooting off your repellent. Think of it that way. Blessings. Greetings to you. Yes, we are the 3D shaman energies. Yes, we are connected to Indian cultures. Yes, many do starve themselves, so they connect more with spirit. So they let go of the third dimension vibrations, actually connect to their bones, their skull, their intestines, so they can see it more clearly. For, well, fasting, not starving, but fasting. So our energies, the reason we are here, yes, is to give you what is it that you want to learn about yourselves. Yes, some want to learn about themselves, but then they see it in astral and pull back. So the truth is very difficult, as many of you know, especially when you are connected to alien realities that for some of you is very easy to tap into. For the majority, it's difficult. So what we see is that many of you are helping humanity astrally to for the alien disclosure to occur, meaning to help people in their being afraid of it. Your storm area 51 was a psyop from Astral basically. Now there's different people that look at it differently, but it is basically to see how people react to it. People just laugh it off and then go back to their dimensional ways. So yes, they are keeping a lot there. The rumors are true, probably more real than you want to know. A lot of aliens suffer there, actually. So, and even there can, I mean, when you're an alien being connected to humanity, you got to be careful because you end up being a slave just like the rest of the human race. Area 51 shows that. It's shown that. So here's some freedom, but we're about to take it away until we get what we want. There's in Russia, there's the same type of thing that happened there, but obviously they don't talk about it very often. So, so as you go into your healing, your 5D realities, uh, we believe many of you will see what you're doing for humanity astrally to understand these energies easier. As in your presidency currently that's going on in the U.S. is a hard disclosure. So you are living in an alien reality now. Look at the creature in the White House or creatures for that matter. Sometimes you need something that bizarre to awaken people. But nobody is it alien. I mean, the person's not alien, but it's kind of is. It's something out of the Twilight Zone, isn't it? So yes, it's difficult to even see these things, like predict them, because they don't want you predicting what the hell's they're going to do. But it's to bring something so bizarre into your reality, and it's up to humans to decide, you know, what they want to see. So your presidency is, something so backwards, but that's how it's going to be. And this is it's another form of disclosure, a rough one. People want the other person to be in, but why not the creature? Would you rather a creature and bring something new? And that's exactly what's happening. And they're running the Sanasom, as you can see, sort of. Well, they're here to, some of them are here to bring pain until people are ready to have it stop. So, yeah, they're there to bring in a lot of problems, but that was the idea. So, but it doesn't mean that's the end or the end of the road. Not at all. So, greetings to you. We are we are the Project Montauk energies. Realize some humans need, yes, to suffer to awaken. So this is why the government is allowed to do its deeds. It is becoming more alien, yes. Basically, continuing what the other being just said. Uh, your World War II is a gateway into more alien disclosure. So World War II is an alien disclosure. As you look in your books, and there's Hitler hugging an alien being or talking to one. Um, we're just, and what the Nazis were doing. It's showing that you're going in your modern age. A lot of your technologies is Nazi connected. So this is a disclosure, a very, very soft disclosure, which is affecting many lives, especially in the medical field, for better or for worse. There's positives and negatives for your aerospace. So soft disclosure is right in front of you. You're not always seeing it. So as you dab, just look little details, as some of you are already aware. And so they make television shows to bring it out even more. For most of your humans in third dimension, obviously they're going to, yes, they're terrified. If they know what these things are really happening, I mean, if they really dive into it, they'll be a bit scared. It's like, whoa, because it's funny how some of those in the third dimension, they have more rights than most people. Those of you that are awakening, you feel like you're blocked constantly. But those in the third dimension don't believe in any of this stuff, can connect to these things easier than many of you can. It's like they get a free pass. This is why so many get alien contact so easily. It's like, I'm gonna connect to aliens all you're, trying to, and these people don't believe in anything have that connection. They're the ones that got abducted. They remember everything. We're clear. It's like, that's what I want. So, but that's to get other people to awaken also. For those that don't believe in any of this, it's here's a droplet of disclosure. Say goodbye to the next 20 years of your life. You'll be talking about the same thing the rest of your life. So it's another way of opening up the third dimension slowly. Yeah, these are, yes, many want to keep their eyes closed, obviously. Opening them is painful. Insect realities, yes, are very true. So true, I believe some are having difficulties accepting it. That's why it's not brought up very often. Yes, you have your grays, you have your reptilians. People have gotten used to those energies. But insect beings that are ruling your planet, manipulating it in different ways, is a little bit hard for some to accept. But once again, yes, you look at your reality, uh, especially if you own a farm. What are you trying to keep your crops alive from? Especially if you're in a Vietnam War. I mean, it's bullets and insect beings. So, just put the pieces together. So, when you have mind manipulators beings that are so powerful, they create your reality currently. Yes, they can shut out old timelines. Well, now, how do they get this power? Oh, no. Manipulate through it. They use their manipulation powers to get there. They go up the levels. They take pain, but they continue to manipulate. Yes, they use their mind powers. Even Stranger Things has a lot to do with the mind. It's showing, and it's almost like an insult, showing, wow, our minds can do powerful things, and they shut it down. So, but you're here to awaken. You're here to heal modern culture, modern pop culture. You take those disclosures, even the insect beings. Doesn't mean you have to see them. Some of you might, to heal those vibrations. Yeah, they have deep wounds within themselves. But people are afraid of them. Everybody, beings are afraid of them. Think about a whole planet being just a hive of insect beings. Just you can't even see the sky. Think of that. So they just had a long time developing themselves. Well, they all they have to they don't get up and go to work. They work, but their work is manipulation. It's how they can improve themselves. Like their mission is just to manipulate anyone, anything. So this world welcomed a lot of them here. And actually, this planet took it. A lot of them were attracted to this world, and they left other worlds alone. So other worlds are going through this pain. They can't handle it, so they came here. Came from Sirius, came from Pleiades, came from different places. It's up to you to decipher all of this yourself. It's a little bit, yes, heavy to handle. They are blocking your spirit world, yes. Well, they say they are your spirit world, but surely they aren't. Well, they are gods. Well, it's insect beings. It's your elites, basically. It's your elite mixture. Your elites are feline, insect, Palladian, Anunnaki. They're a little bit of everything in this form. And this is astral gods, basically. And you're here to face them, understand them. So an astral god or god beings. And they might look like they're all a little bit disformed. But that's what you're here to heal. Yeah, how can you heal something that you can't see? Well, when you go into your dream world, and many of you have seen them, doesn't mean that you're afraid of them. It just you see them, it's like, I don't know what to do with that. You've seen the elite beings, but it's like, what are you going to do? You can go and hit them with a piece of paper or something. That's not going to do anything. So you're here to understand their web. You're here to see them, bring knowledge to you to heal others, to unlock their mind control. Yeah, you wonder what life is about. A lot of it's about just unlocking manipulations here, which is not easy. Yeah, they add one. There's so many. It's like 1,000 manipulations per person, probably more than that. And if you're clearing out your own mental manipulations, like you're not sabotaging yourself. Trust me, someone else around you will find a way to sabotage you. Like a family, boss, something around the family member, whoever might, or friend. Not always the case for everybody, but there are cases where it's like, wow, I just cleared my energy. I feel better. And then somebody comes in your life and says, God, now I feel terrible again. Yeah, it shows how sophisticated it is. Yeah, it's the astral realm, how busy it, how yeah, it's a network of how can we keep humanity shut down. Just think about another astral realm, and here, yeah, it's a whole society to manipulate humanity, and you're here to heal it. See it in your own mind. They block it, but it doesn't mean it's always completely blocked.